So, as promised, I said I'd be giving an in-depth look at some of my favorite scenes from this music video animation that I made. Starting with this one. So for this one, for the clouds, I had to make them on separate layers and I had to make them vectors so that I'd be able to edit them without losing a lot of quality. I later on added gradients to them so that they look like clouds, and also added highlights. As you can see here, they have a gradient on them with highlights as well. For the rain, I just animated some strokes emanating from the center of the screen to the outside of the screen. And then for the lightning, I just got some stock footage offline and added that. For the rocks, I had to actually animate those as loops so that I wouldn't have any problems animating them further. So it was actually quite fun animating these rocks to look like 3D. Put together, it all looks like this. And then for this scene, it's almost the same thing that I did with the previous one. But for this one, as you can see, the colors that are here are not really colors that you might see on buildings or like in reality. So I had to add a stop sign here to ground it in reality. You can actually relate to that. And then when it comes to rigs, I had one of these rigs. This is a very interesting rig. It's actually two rigs put together to form one. It was actually quite interesting how I got up to here. And then for this one, I had to give him mouth shapes so that he'll be able to sing. And I gave him some of this light. I don't even know what it's called, but it's light. I know it's called light. And then he looks up and down with his eyes. And he also has the ability to wiggle his shoulders, which I never used in the animation. Also the same thing just applied for this rig as well. He can bob his head forward and backwards, and he can actually turn it left to right. He can look up and down. That was to give the character a little bit more life. But yeah,